So today I'm going to talk to you about how to be stylish like the typical Parisian woman. And that's not to say that every Parisian woman is the same or that other French people who are outside of Paris aren't doing this kind of stylish thing in their life, but more just what I've noticed is a common occurrence that makes women here look very classy, very together, and with very little effort. I personally have been raised Australian, so my style is pretty casual generally. I don't put a lot of effort in. And I used to not wear any makeup at all, or I used to wear huge amounts of makeup when I was much younger. But this is a bit of a compromise. So here we go. Tip 1. Don't wear too much makeup. I understand that you're probably looking at me and thinking, but Harriet, you're wearing red lipstick. Yeah, that's true. But see, that's where minimalism comes in. You choose a feature. So, what I first noticed with French women is in Paris, they used to wear foundation just enough to be able to cover up any major flaws like pimples, but they wouldn't be covering up their skin completely. They accentuated their good qualities and they didn't hide their whole face behind makeup. So I would notice lots of people use concealer, use things for just dark circles under the eyes, but beyond that, not a lot. You can use powder. They use a lot of foundation. It's in the form of a powder so that they remain not shiny and they look quite neat throughout the day, and you can reapply that always. Basic mascara, just wearing a little bit of mascara. If you feel like being fancy, a tiny bit of liquid eyeliner, but not too much, just accentuating what you've already got. So if you've got nice big eyes or really lovely shaped eyes, then wear a little bit of liquid eyeliner. It never hurts anybody. If you were to wear eyeshadow, it would be pretty much natural looking eyeshadow. It's all about looking natural. That's what French women seem to be accentuating, which I think is lovely. Another thing is maybe if you do put blush on, it's not so that you look like somebody has walked past you and made you totally embarrassed with huge amounts of blush. It's just enough to show off your natural cheekbones. French women also wear a lot of red lipstick. That's pretty much, I thought it was a stereotype. I suppose it still is, technically speaking, a stereotype, but so many French women wear red lipstick. I think it might probably, for some people, be to do with it makes your teeth look whiter than they actually are. And it also makes you look together. I sometimes go out with no mascara, no foundation, just wear red lipstick, and I look instantly together. It's really, really handy. So, minimal foundation, concealer where you need it, tiny bit of blush, mascara if you want to, and nice red lipstick, generally matte. I love to get Sephora matte lipstick. I think I might have it here. I'll show it to you. So I use this Sephora. Now the color is 17. I can't read it in anything else, but it says Rouge velouté sans transfert. So it's cream lip stain. So it stays relatively matte. Sometimes if I want to make it less red, I mix it with my Clinique lipstick. No, not Clinique. Dang it. Aveda. I go with Aveda because it's not tested on animals, and I don't think Sephora is, but correct me if I'm wrong, and I will stop buying it. But matte lipstick is always best to go with because, again, it accentuates what you've naturally got, your natural lip shape, and it just makes you more together. If you're wanting to go for the Snow White kind of look, meaning accentuating the contrast between your face, if you're pale like me, the red lipstick works super well. Another thing is to not overpluck the eyebrows. I have never seen a woman in France who's overplucked their eyebrows. They keep them relatively natural. Me personally, I've always kept mine super, super natural. Another thing is, number 2, natural looking hair. Most foreigners tend to do their hair up in a very unnatural way, at least from Western countries like UK, Australia, and the US. That's not to say that's bad, not at all. I personally have done the same thing. I have dyed my hair brown, black, red, blonde, every colour. But for the French way, the Parisian way, is to go with natural. If you go to a hairdresser and you want to go completely against natural, the hairdressers tend to look at you like you're crazy. So this is not my natural hair color at all. Having said that, it looks like it could be my natural hair color. Fluoro colors, pastel colors are not very in Paris. Maybe they will be one day, but they are not for now. So if you want to be Parisian, have a Parisian style, then generally speaking you stick to your natural hair. If you've got naturally wavy hair, you accentuate the waves. If you've got naturally curly hair, you accentuate the curls. If you've got straight hair, well, then you've got straight hair. But a lot of the time, which I found very strange, French women actually don't seem to brush their hair as much, which that sounds like a criticism, but it isn't. What I mean is they wake up and they look chic, shabby chic. They've got red lipstick on, like I said before, but then they've also got their hair looking slightly messy, like I don't give a shit what you think. And that's probably the most charming thing about French culture. It's like, I don't give a shit what you think. This is the way I am. Accept me or don't accept me. So the third thing that I have noticed about French women is that they do their nail polish almost always. Me personally, I fail miserably at this because it always chips and then I take it all off and then I can't get it out of the skin. But yes, nice nail polish makes it look very good. If you're not interested in colours, generally they don't go with bright colours outside of red. But otherwise you can go for a French manicure. What I mean by that is your natural nail done nicely with a nice shiny polish that looks completely natural, except for the shine. That's very popular. I'm not sure why that is, but again, it makes your hands look more together. These things, you can get away with a great deal. You can have messy hair, not have slept, but if you're wearing red lipstick and you've got the nail polish and you own it, you are set. Set, I tell you. The next thing is, I don't even know what I'm up to, 4th or 5th. But women in France tend to, not always, but a lot of them tend to wear very feminine clothing. So if they're wearing jeans, they wear jeans that are high-waisted and show off their figure. Or when they're wearing a long dress like I am, it looks very feminine. So not to say that you have to go with the stereotype of being feminine, but it can work to your advantage if you're after this kind of look. Otherwise, I've also seen the complete opposite, where French women have worn red lipstick, messy hair, and they've owned wearing like a boyfriend t-shirt, boyfriend jeans. White sneakers are something you must buy. In France, not just for, I've seen some men wearing white sneakers as well, but women especially always have some white sneakers. So what you need to do is you need to buy some basic white sneakers, white all over. They don't have to be expensive, any type. And then you go out and you buy some socks that are really anklet socks so you don't see the sock line. You often see women wearing shorts and those white shoes. I didn't know that was a thing, but trust me, it makes you look more together, and it means that your feet won't get dirty in Paris, because Paris is quite dirty, so if you wear sandals, your feet are more likely to get dirty. Another thing that a lot of women do is they wear very basic jewelry, but they make it a real statement. So, for example, me, I wasn't wearing earrings before, now I'm wearing earrings. They're very basic gold rings, but they make my whole outfit, look more together without any real effort. I've often seen a lot of women wearing just nice sterling silver rings that look super together and mixed with a nail polish, and they usually keep their hands nice and clean. It looks amazing, and it just brings together a really simple outfit. So you could just wear black jeans, black top, and you look amazing. Or even just a basic necklace, just really basic jewelry that makes a statement of your own. A lot of women carry perfume in their bags. Now, I don't know if this is just actresses that I've been around, but a lot of people carry just small little bits of perfume, or even a whole big bottle of perfume, just to carry around so they can spray whenever they want to. There are a hell of a lot of smokers in Paris, like huge amounts, especially in my age group. So they tend to carry around perfume and mints or chewing gum. so that they smell good all the time after a smoke, or if they don't smoke, just in general, because it can get quite smelly in the streets. Even though it's pretty, it is smelly here. Lastly, they just own whatever they do. So if you don't fit into any of this, if you want to have fluoro hair, just do it. But just be confident in your own choices. If any French snooty people who are against anything new have a go at you, that's okay, just ignore them. But generally speaking, French people are very accepting. The only thing that I would say is I've had a very bad experience of wearing I wore shorts with the American flag on it. I'm not even American, but they were really nice fitting shorts and I really liked them, and it's not even because I'm patriotic, because I am not American. But I had quite a few guys. I had one guy come up to me and say in French, "Are you American?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Well, why are you wearing those?" And it wasn't in a nice way. So if you can avoid being patriotic, it's probably best so that you don't alienate yourself from from the French public. But having said that, if you want to, own it. Own it. Just basically own it. That's how French people get away with everything in their style choices. But generally speaking, as a whole, if you want to blend in, do all the things that I have said, and also don't wear too much colour. They don't wear a lot of colour outside of the red lipstick. But that's about it. But do your thing. And if the French people don't like it, or if foreigners don't like it, who cares? Hang around with the right French people and the right foreigners, and you will be on your way to being happy and beautiful and carefree.